But if I tell you I'm no good, you know I'm lying.
You really blessed if you get to your goals. Niggas I grew up around is on them pills, abusing they nose. Learn the music and the business, you'll be good in the pros. I told your ass don't come around if you don't know how it goes. Ain't on the map how I want, so I put on for all Benny. I stress, I don't do good with the rest. We gonna be good, just do what you should, make sure you come in.
All right, mic check. It's your boy Soul Reav here with the boy Vell. How y'all doing today?
Yo. What's good, y'all?
Chilling, man. Just excited to have you here. Thanks for doing the show. First episode of the Cyphas show. Hope everybody tune in. And I just want to introduce everybody to the artist Vell, man. He's been doing a lot of big things. Voyager Entertainment or Voyager Records, I believe.
Voyager Records, that's the brand we're going by.
Yeah, can you start off by telling me that about Voyager Records, how you got that started? What's the gist with it? What's the conglomerate like? What's going on, bro?
So the idea behind Voyager was just making sure that I had a brand, umbrella brand over all the collaborators that I work with. Okay. So it's the idea is just making sure that it's not only me, it's whoever else I'm working with.
Gotcha.
That was my plan from the jump. And obviously, we all understand that it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yes, sir. So
that was also the play in the name, the logo. I got it up here on the hat. How I came up with that, it was inspiration from DJ Kool Herc.
Okay.
So yeah, I got the inspiration from him when I was coming up with it. So it's really supposed to be a visual representation of him, what he had did in the beginning of his journey.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so hopefully one day I'm able to meet him. Hopefully one day he finds out who I am and figure out what I'm doing, and hopefully me and him be able to at least have a conversation, shake hands, something like that.
Oh man, that sounds dope. So with your inspiration being Kool Herc, that means it sounds like you've been really a fan of hip hop has it been your whole life? Like, what was the first time you got that that bug, that bite of yo, I like what I'm listening to before even rapping? Like, when did hip hop just grab you at first?
It was pretty much instant. Growing up listening to whatever moms would play, whatever my older sisters would play, it would be that R&B, that soul music that Tony,
yes, sir.
Mary J. Blige would be providing. And then the hard shit would come in, the shit that give you that hard head knot. I didn't know what it was when I was a little boy.
Right.
So I'm listening to it, I'm noticing it's different. There's a lot more what I understood as swag. I didn't understand how they portrayed swag in R&B and soul music, but first time I heard Snoop Doggy Dogg, the first time I heard him, I heard Doggy Style. So I was fortunate enough to hear that shit compared to whatever his current album was at the time when I was 4, 5, 6 years old.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so my mom, she was big on that album. That was one of her favorite albums. So first time I heard that and I heard his voice, I'm like, yo, I don't know what he talking about, but he sound cool as hell. That's what I'm saying in my head. That hearing X, DMX, that's what I grew up listening to, man. Grew up listening to when it came over to the hip hop side, it got to them too, the Dogs. Oh, that's what I grew up listening to. That's what I know.
Of course, to interview you, I had to listen to some of your stuff. I'm I don't know all the names yet because I had to do a quick brush on it. But you got a style that I feel like you're to the point. You are talking about what you want to talk about. You're very descriptive of trying to explain what's going on. You're not trying to double entendre everything. Sometimes when I listen to your music, I'm hearing that you're really saying this is what I want to say. I don't want to, but I could hear the energy. When you say DMX, I could hear that energy in it too.
Yeah.
It's not a quiet, timid. It's yo, this is what I want to see. I'm here. I'm Vell. I'm here.
Yeah.
did anybody in your family, did you like watch somebody coming up besides like in the industry that gave you that, or is that natural to you, like that confidence that you know, because that's what I saw, you know, like by something, like I was watching a video that Tambo sent me, and I'm listening to you, but like you going in, and then I'm watching you in Impro, which I want to elaborate on next, but I'm watching you like do a video with him, and you just freestyling. But like the energy, I love the energy. So what, you know what I mean? What is it? The music? What makes you feel that? You know, what makes you bring Vell?
It ranges from a few different things. Two of my biggest inspirations, that they're not artists. They don't make music. My older brother and my mom's. So seeing how my mom's was like, she was the first example I had of a fanatic. I didn't know what it was, because I quickly like started studying. Like once I'm like, why is this so, why do I want to hear it more and more and more? Why do I keep thinking about these same songs or these same artists over and over again? I wanted to figure out how it worked. So my mom, she was a fan first. Like she just loved to hear good music. So that right there, seeing her excitement in that, understanding and breaking down lyrics and teaching me what wordplay was, not directly,
right.
Indirectly teaching me what wordplay was, understanding where the artist is in the pocket on the tempo or the beat. Like my mom was indirectly helping me learn those things. I'm pretty sure she wasn't even aware of what she was doing, but she was like, "Did you hear that? You heard how he did it right there? That was sweet." And I'm sitting there, when she'll play it back, I'll listen to it. It's like, "Yo, I heard what you're talking about. I don't know what to put a name on it for." Yeah. So I was like, but I understood it. So I quickly understood how to become a student of it first. And then veering away to my older brother, he got into sports. He got into basketball when he was in middle school and high school. So seeing how he would get that fire underneath him when he got a bucket, all it took was a bucket. It only took one, and now if you got at least one thing to say, he's gonna trash talk you the whole game, the whole game, and more or less he's gonna be able to do his work. And he would do things like he'll tell you where he gonna shoot the ball at, which move he gonna do, then do it. So he was able to get under people's skin, it was like, it was a level of coolness to that. I was like, damn. I'm like, yo, I want to be that cold one day. And you know, you got an older sibling?
I'm the oldest of three, actually.
So I can imagine how
my brother's probably saying what you're saying right here.
Yeah. I can imagine how he looks at you. But so like seeing the excitement that I got from their excitement, that was one of the early examples that I had that helped me get what I got. And then when you go to the musical references, definitely who I heard, X. I heard a lot of Ja Rule when I was growing up. A lot of Ja Rule. My mom's
Very
and my
slept
sisters,
on.
they love Ja Rule. I was hearing. See, my mom, she would play around us. It would be some bigger artists, but it would be just a lot of range. So I would randomly hear some Camp Lo. My mom loved Twista.
Okay, Twista.
Yeah, she
underrated,
loved Twista.
man.
Yeah. The Adrenaline Rush album by him. That was one of the first albums that I understood breaking down the lyrics, because she was like, "Yo, what I find so cool is that he can rap that fast and still tell you something while he's rapping." And I used to start Googling lyrics. He was one of the first artists that I would Google lyrics for, him and Lil Wayne. And it was like,
Lil Wayne did it to a lot of people.
Yeah,
and Twista though, definitely.
Yeah, so I was just sitting there just becoming more and more of a student and seeing what worked for artists. And X, he was like pretty much the embodiment of being able to use that energy that he could put out and just morph it into what we saw as greatness, you know. And I just want to do more of it, you know. I like the start that I'm on. I like the energy that I'm able to get back from other people when they're able to see it.
Yeah,
you know? That's something that I think is important. And shit, man, it's this the saying where it's like, yo, when you getting ready to do your performance or your show, whatever it is, people are coming to see you. You ain't coming to see them.
Right.
So that's the main thing that makes sure that I have that confidence. Which like, yo, I'm the show.
I gotta put on a show.
But at the same time, that pressure is like the way I can ease it is like, yo, they're coming to see. What do I gotta worry about?
I like that.
You're coming to hear me, or you're coming to see me.
That's right.
So that's why, like, times where I would approach freestyle ciphers and shit like that, just step right in the circle. Nah, whoever here, you want to hear who else could rap. So
I could segue to that
You gotta
too.
be ready. You gotta be ready to go into it.
I could segue to that too, because I was actually gonna say that your style has like a battle rapper, like something in there. Because I was in the battlefield, but this ain't about me. Like literally, that's like when I listen to you and the way like ball. It's like. And it's not all. Sometimes it's like a bar about like some real shit, and then sometimes it's like a double entendre metaphor. But bar, they're like. Did you ever like? Were you ever in that world, that battle world, the freestyle world when you was first rapping, or?
That's pretty much. I got a love-hate relationship with battle rap. I'll be honest with you. I'll start with the bad side of it. To be realistic about it, let's just call it what it is. It's like littered with ignorance in terms of the subject matter and what people think is cool, what people think is hot, what people think is fire. And I know it's all subjective. It's really subjective. But I've that's one of the things where I learned so much of what not to do. I learned a lot of what not to do from battle rap itself. And I learned to take the good from the bad, but I did have some time where I was a big fan of battle rap. If anybody was to ask me who I think the greatest is, I'm gonna say Charlie Clips. He's one dude that I haven't seen him. If his body of work and the ease that he shows while he's doing it, I haven't seen anybody do it with the level of ease that he does it at. And I know there's some others out there. You got Loaded Lux. You got Hollow. You got Murder Mook. It's a bunch I can name. I can keep going, but I did a lot of studying when it came to that. Like, yo, what works here? Why do I want to keep listening to what they do? And it was like what you said. It's like bar, and then sometimes they're able to talk with it too.
Yeah.
So that's where I started developing a little bit of my style, where I wanted to seem conversational. I wanted to seem like it's just dialogue to you. I don't want it to seem like I'm just rapping to you. I didn't want it to seem like that. So I mean, it's something I'm still actively working on. I'll be honest about it. But that to answer your question, yeah, I did get some time in being a fan of battle rap. I got a story about it. Wow. Dude, HG, wherever the hell you at, man. Shout out to you,
Shout
bro.
out to
Shout out to you. Yeah, we got a dope story about you, bro. So it was I don't remember which volume this was, but it was a Smack DVD CD.
Smack.
It was when Smack. You
Yes,
had it on. You had it on the clear CD,
Yes.
and it was in the thin bootleg case.
Yo.
Everybody remember that.
Yo.
So I had it, and it was this dude HG. He's rapping. I don't know what he was really talking about, but I ain't gonna lie, I was hyped. I'm 12 years old, bro. I'm 12 years old. I'm listening to it, and I'm like, yo, he going to fuck in. I'm like, yo, I want to try that. Mind you, past like year or so, I'm around my older brother and my older friends. Every now and then when we walk into the basketball court, we ain't even have phones yet. So it's like, we just singing or rapping the songs out loud. You remember? You remember how
of course.
Yeah, so it's like, yo, I had friends that was like, yo, they would just freestyle and just wouldn't care. Like, it was just like, yo, we just having fun. It was like, at some point I gotta lighten up. Like some point I gotta lighten up and try it. And I was really big on whatever my brother tries. Oh, I can at least try it. I may not be good at it, but I at least go ahead and try it.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, started hearing my brother mess around with it. I'm like, yo, I done heard y'all say some shit that was like, it's cool. But I done thought of some stuff right after y'all done said it, like, oh, nah, I think I can jump in. Just let me get a few back-to-back memorized. And so that's what I was focused on. And then I got pressured. I'm like, yo, I want to be able to rap a whole verse. 12 years old, I don't know how to stack the rhymes back to back. Yeah. So what I had did was I had listened to that verse. It was, mind you, he was rapping for like probably like 10 minutes straight, but it was like a minute and a half of his rap that he was doing that I had wrote down. I had took down like probably like 12 of his bars. Right. Yo, shout out to you, HG. I wish I remembered the rhyme so I could say it, but I had wrote down like 12 of his rhymes. It was like 2 that I rearranged the wording for it because he was talking about shooting niggas. I'm 12 years old.
I feel you.
Yeah. So I'm like, yo, like I'm trying to just be inspired, but I don't really want to take your shit. But at the same time, it was like, yo, how do I get in with the boys? And mind you, I'm the youngest one. 12 years old, you hanging around the 15, 16-year-olds. So it's
trying to hold your own,
Yeah. So it's like, yo, how do I let them hear me rap and then I let it be like a bang? So I wrote it down. I went on Google. This is one of the first times I went on Google and YouTube. How do you count bars? So I figured out how to count to the 16th bar. Yeah. And I was like, I'm like, I already got 12. So I'm like, yo, I rewrote the 2. I'm like, shit, I got 4 more to go. I'm like, all right. So the main test was just memorizing everything because I only had a little bit to write. So memorized it. Took me like 3-4 weeks, something like that. It was crazy, but I was working on it, bro. I was working on
delivery, everything.
Yeah. So it was one night, my homeboys staying the night, and they just start freestyling. We got music playing, they start freestyling, and I'm like, yo, perfect timing. I let them hear the shit. It came out. I think I only slipped on one line, but it was like it was clean, like it was clean the way that I got it out, and they was like, "Yo, where the fuck did that come from?"
Right?
It was like, "Yo, that was hard. Like, yo, that was dope. What the fuck? Like, you been doing this on the low?" I was like, "Yo, I just been trying this for the last couple weeks." So it sparked from that. He was like, "Yo, keep doing this shit. Let me hear if you got something else." I'm like, "Yo, I gotta keep working on it."
Right.
It was probably like 2 nights later, only 2 nights later. It was the weekend. This is Thursday night, probably Saturday night. My homeboy staying the night again. We this is after we turned the game off. We put in the Smack DVD.
Okay.
I'm oblivious to what's really going on. I'm like, yo, fuck it, we about to watch some raps.
Yeah.
I didn't think
he was looking at that.
I didn't think that they was about to really, really hone in on this one segment that HG is rapping, and like he heard a few of the lines that he said. And then he turned and looked. He's like, "Oh, bro." He's like, "You can't be serious." And I was like, "Oh, man." I put my hand in my face. I'm laughing. I was embarrassed, but I'm like, "Yo, you get why I did it, right?"
Right. I'm flipping on what he said. I can't do this straight.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, I needed that the training wheels.
The launch pad. The training wheels, perfect.
Yeah, I'm like, that's what I needed. I'm like, yo, I wanted to do something. I wanted to join in, and I was like, yo, this is the best way I knew how. You know, when we was going to the court, I'd get the ball, I'll launch it. That's the first way I'm gonna learn how to shoot.
That's facts on fact.
You know,
before you get your form, right?
Yeah. So that was my first experience rapping in front of anybody. 2 of my friends and one of my older brothers, I rapped in front of them, and they was excited. They was hyped by that shit. Yeah. It was a little running joke for about a week, talking about it. But after hearing they watching me write my own shit, they like, oh nah, he's serious. Like he actually wants to rap. So it just started from there. That's where my real rap start had came in. Yeah. So it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy you asked me a battle rap question, bro. My start. Yeah. Ironically, shout out to HG, battle rapper that was on Smack DVD.
Pray for Albany. Pray for Albany, man. What was the inspiration of that? Just the title alone. Yo. Like, all right, so you've lived in Albany your whole life. You're Albany native.
I got here when I think I was just turning 9 years old when I moved here.
Gotcha.
I moved here from Rochester.
Okay. Yeah. So from up there to down here, baby. I got you.
Yeah, we was out west. It was a little bit of memories I was able to gain there, but pretty much all my important ones, all my major memories, my major life moments, everything happened here in Albany.
Now, I've been out here for like probably 8 years. I've only been involved with the culture, the music culture, like probably 2 years. Not even, right? What I see in Albany is a lot of talent. Like I'm not just capping. I'm not just saying this to say this. I see a lot of talent. You're one of the people that I hear a lot of people I can name them. But when I see the title Pray for Albany, I listen to some of the tracks. Like one of the things I see is like it's not if all Albany gets together, everything's gonna blow up. But it's one of those things of like somebody's gotta like listen to Albany. Albany's ready to like blow. There's some shit in Albany. It's bubbling. You know what I mean? Like how when everybody went crazy when Griselda was, Buffalo went crazy for that. It's about to blow. Pray for Albany. What was the inspiration? How did you feel about Albany at the time? What was like, you know what I mean? What made you, name the album that and
It's 3 different parts to it. So first off, just in general, trying to put some light over where I'm from, give the light to it. I'm not satisfied with just letting people know that I'm from New York. That's not enough for me. Because people are gonna ask. People are like, where you from? Like, because most New Yorkers, I'm from Staten Island. I'm from Brooklyn.
Right.
Yo, like they're gonna say it. They're not just gonna tell you, yo, I'm from New York. Nah, I'm actually doing that a certain way. I'm gonna tell you I'm from New York. Yo, from where? Got you.
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked. From Albany. Thank you. I'm glad we getting into this now. Now we can talk about. So yeah, it's like, yo, let's shed some light on it. Next, pray for Albany. Like, yo, the light that we can possibly get. Like whoever else can be able to shine. Whoever else is gonna be able to make it. It's gonna be a win for all of us because it's just like, yo, you're opening the doors. Yeah. Whoever it is. So just the prayer for us to get our just due with all the artists and the talent that we got out here. And then the trauma and the pain that people go through that I've met over the years. I've met some people that's gone through some really, really traumatic stuff. And I've seen some stuff firsthand that I don't think anybody should see. And even seeing it at ages I shouldn't have seen it. No one should see it at any age.
Right.
I've seen stuff like that. So hearing stories secondhand, thirdhand being told, and it's like, wow. The fact you even insane mind to tell me that you made it through that. Like, yo, I'm proud of you. Pray for Albany. That's where it got deep for me. Where it's like, yo, I need something that's gonna be the audio book, whatever it could be, but the audio version for Albany. When you think of the city of Albany, I want you to hear my album play in your ears.
Yes, sir.
Like how Dre he wants you to hear his music when you think of Compton and LA.
The Compton Project.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
Me-
it was the eclectic of Compton. You felt, and I think Pray for Albany, I don't mean to interrupt you, is like, this is all. This is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm glad that the people that took the time to listen to it all the way through, they got it. They got it. Like it's a higher level of importance to it than just me making an album. It was something where it's like, yo, I need you guys to have that level of embrace where it's like, yo, fucking Nas got classic albums, and it's like, yo, somebody that's an artist coming from Queensbridge, yo, I got Esco I could look up to. Somebody from Brooklyn, I got Hove I could look up to. If I'm able to push it and really make it to all these levels that I see me and my boys getting to, somebody gonna be like, yo, I have Vell I could look up to. So it's like, yo, it's a prayer for all of us, and it's not just Albany. Like, obviously, it's more than one city of Albany, but this ain't the only city that's going through this.
Yes, sir.
We're not the only people that's going through this stuff. So it's really a prayer for the inner city. Honestly, that's really what it is. Albany is just where I'm from. That's my town. That's where I come from. That's what I put on for. But pray for where you from. Place it there, because I'm telling very, very familiar stories in there.
Yes, sir.
It's stuff that you can relate to. Some of the skits that's in there is stuff that's relatable to. It's some stuff in there that you can relate to, some experiences that you've seen first, second, or third hand.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, I do get that, and I just wanted to do something that was gonna be a breath of fresh air. Nobody, from what I see, nobody really wants to take pride in this city, and somebody has to.
Unfortunate too.
Yeah, and is let it be unfortunate, but I'm gonna take care of that.
Right, exactly. No, I love now.
Let it
A
be.
question for me and for anyone who's watching the show. How old are you, bro?
I'm 26.
26 years old, bro.
Yeah,
Like
26.
you're very introspective, which I appreciate. You're never too young, and as you said, you've seen some stuff like at a young age, so you may have grew up faster. But at 26, a lot of people are not, on that wavelength. They want to party. They want to, you want to carry. It sounds like you not only want to carry the city on your back, but you want to carry the inner city. Those kids that are going through the stuff that you saw. You want to show them, hey, it's an opening. You could do this stuff. Where do you see yourself? What do you see yourself doing in the next 5 years? Just 5 years. I'm not gonna go 5 to 10, but the next 5 years, what do you know what I mean? What do you want to do? Is there any close dreams that you could see that you want to work on in the next 5, musically or socially, whatever you feel?
Only thing I'm thinking about is being able to make the choice on working a 9 to 5. I wanna be able to bring in my livelihood from just this, whether it's the merchandising or however we can get people pulled in on paying for the product itself, the music, because that's what we really want people to focus on. Yeah, we can come with some cool designs for whatever merchandise we can get our hands on, but it's a priority of mine to make sure that we eventually get to a point where we can earn a living off what we doing. Like we sitting here doing what we love.
Yes, sir.
We sitting here doing,
This is fact.
and mind you, we would do it for free,
Yeah.
but because we see that it's an industry behind it,
Right.
we gotta get our just due.
Yeah.
Is we can't just let it go by the wayside. Somebody else is gonna get it.
That's facts.
Yeah,
that's
somebody
facts.
else-
We don't
somebody
take
else will
it.
get it.
Someone will either take it or they'll take it in our name.
Right,
They'll use us
right.
and take it in our name. So
Right.
you might as well get your own.
Like in the next 5 years, I would like to have the copyright for my name. I would like to own my name. I already looked into it. I know the work I got to do. It's a little chunk of change, but all it tells me is like, yo, just get your money up. That's all it tells me. I don't be looking at stuff like, oh, you ain't got it right now, bro.
Right.
Like bro, that's all it tells you is like, yo, I just gotta make this amount of money, that way I can afford that.
This is my goal. Yeah.
Like I'm sitting here looking at it like, yo, I got a few things I want to invest in, but it's steps to it. It's
Yes,
steps
sir.
to it. I'd rather not dive too deep into it because I could talk this whole interview just about that alone.
No, I appreciate it though,
Yeah,
because I
alone.
want people to understand that you don't just get behind a mic. You live this. I want, like this whole show, I want, people to understand. And I'm so happy I had you as my first interviewee because literally I want you to tell people like what it's like, cause you live this stuff. Merchandise. What you talking about, like having your name legit, owning your name. Some people don't even realize that. That's why I said about like someone to make money in your name.
Yeah.
So like just I'm gonna get back to, and I'm definitely gonna get back to Voyager.
Me owning my name,
Yeah.
owning all of my branding, me and my boys owning their names. That way, and obviously getting my whole catalog through copyright.
Right.
So like within the next 5 years, that's like my main focus. All the business stuff. I want to try and get that stuff situated sooner than later. Like I'm learning. I should have been looking at the business stuff sooner.
That's okay.
And I get it. And I
know what you
get
mean,
it.
though.
And I get it. And it's like, yo, yeah, there's some points where I was looking at it, but it's like, yo, every now and then, yo, sometimes you got to dial back an hour or two of you working on your rhymes. Dive into that a little bit. It's been some times where I've noticed where it's like, yo, just sometimes just take a little bit of the energy and just place it over here a little bit.
Yes, sir.
That way you're not solely only learning from just this one thing. Because look at what we gotta do. I know what you had to do to learn how to get this together. Like I'm doing my engineering. Like I had to learn how to do that. I had to learn how to do cover art and stuff like that. I got an eye for using the camera and stuff like that, but I leave that to the the professionals.
I got you. I'm the same.
So,
I know what you mean.
So I definitely want to just make sure everything is tight knit and the structure for the foundation is ready for us to go. Yes, and wherever it is that we're able to expand from there. That's it. I just want to have the foundation completely cemented by then. Like 5 years from. That's a great time. I see a lot of good things happening right now.
I do too. Just trajectory and just like your mind state of like, because needless to say, I rap. You know what I mean? I do rap now. I can't even say used to. And my trajectory at 26, that was the problem. I wasn't thinking about the business part. I just wanted to be a rapper. That's it. I wound up doing all this stuff because I wanted to be a rapper. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to rap, but nobody's making my beats. All right, I'll learn how to make beats. All right, no one's doing this. All right. And then after a while, you look at the industry and go, okay, I could rap all day, but maybe I'm needed somewhere else, interviewing, stuff like that.
Right.
So,
part of the 5 years, I got to figure out what I'm going to do in the next 5 after, too.
I feel you.
Within that 5 years, I gotta make sure I start working on what's gonna be for the next 5. Like, I already made this up in my head. I started writing rhymes at 13 years old, 12, 13. I made in my mind, like, once I realized you have to put in years, sometimes full decades of working and not getting any financial return. Yeah, you can get return the knowledge and all the experience. You can get that, but coming from where we come from, we prioritize trying to figure out how do we get the financial part taken care of. Yeah. So I'm pretty much just trying to make sure our expenses are being taken care of, and we can make the choice on if we want to work or if our ladies want to work. Like, you don't gotta worry about that. You want to go get some clothes? We can figure out what you want to go. We could do shit like that. Not even worry about that. Like, I'm trying to get things situated because we got a long run ahead of us. A long run. I don't think short term by any means, bro.
That's a good thing, man. You shouldn't. You of all people shouldn't, man. Yeah. Most producers, most rappers, we do this for free most of the time. Like, it's not everything for free, but we do it for free. So you want people to know that you're taking their music serious, that you're taking their production serious when they get a beat. There's some people that sit on a beat for like forever and just don't think about it. Vell's not gonna sit on your beat, producers. If you got some heat for him, he's going to jump on it. If he can't, he's gonna tell you he can't, but he gonna probably jump on it and kill some shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's probably only one. It's probably only one that's sitting around that I'm just trying to figure out. Like, I think I'm just giving it time. Where it's like, I gotta make sure that it's as fire to me the next time I play it as it was when I first laid it down. And it's that's normally how it is. And also, I'm big on hearing my music, and it's got to be me.
Yeah,
I can hear when it's not me. I can hear when I'm doing someone else shit. Where it's like, I'm out my lane, get back. So sometimes I may have to rework something, but there's only one I can think of, right? There's only one beat, for one producer I can think of that, like, you ain't hear like nothing come out yet. But I make sure every producer has heard a reference track, rough draft, some version. I don't go without that.
Please, rappers, listen to this man. I'm going to wrap it up because I know Tambo's going to kill us for all the editing. Bro, Vell, man, I so appreciate. Let me tell you a little bit about this man. This man, like, very professional. He sent me questions, and I wanna broadcast that because this is a hardworking man. If y'all have time, look up Pray for Albany. Where could they find you, Vell? Give me your social media handles. This is not getting edited out. I want y'all to find this man. Listen to this man's music. If you don't like it, you can punch me in the face, but you're gonna like it. All right? You're gonna like his music. Where could they find you, Vell? Just please let these people find you.
On Twitter, Vanguard Vell. On Instagram, you're gonna find me on Facebook, Velli Vell, YouTube, Velli Vell, and know what face you looking for. Know what face you looking. It's a few of them other Velli Vells out there. Nah. We talking about me. I'm the one and only.
Albany Vell, the real Vell.
Yeah. We not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm the only Vell that's really about to take it there. So get into him. Get into them. We got Pray for Albany just dropped. The Venomous is out. Choice of Weapon is out. We got it. Go ahead.
This is
Check me out. Get into him.
26 years old. Like
it,
he's in the booth like Pac. Thank you, Vell. Thank you again, bro. I appreciate you. I'm not editing most of this. I'm sorry, Tambo. Thank y'all. This first episode of the Cyphas. Thank y'all for like watching. Look out for Albany Vell. He's not Albany Vell, but Velli Vell from Voyager Records. Shout out to Tambo, Mike Tambo. Shout out to Vell. So Reav, we out. Have a good one, y'all.
Peace.